Hi, welcome to another edition of our online fertility awareness program, You and Your Fertility. This is the 20 Steps to Pregnancy series. We have come so far on this series. Today we are at episode 15. And all the while we have given 14 steps that you can take as an individual to help you achieve pregnancy. We'll be looking at the 15th step today, and the topic for today is tracking your cycle. Tracking your cycle. So when we are talking about cycle, obviously we are talking about the woman, but we also know that trying to achieve pregnancy is a couple's thing. So with respect to tracking cycle, it is not only the woman that should be involved, the men should be involved as well. That's why we are giving out this information, so that they will know what they need to know and join their partners in tracking their cycle. Now, there are two ways that we can track the cycle. We can track it through technology, one we call follicular tracking, or we can do it the natural method, which is part of what we'll be talking about today. Now, to do the natural method, as a woman, you should be able to fully understand your cycle. There is no other way about it. You must be able to completely understand how your menstrual cycle works. Now, we have talked about that in one of our episodes, and we have also dealt with it extensively during one of our online seminars. So if you want to catch up on that, you can go to our blog page on our website at www.lovefoundationg.com. Go to the blog page. You will see the topic Understanding a Woman's Cycle. Understanding a Woman's Cycle. It was treated somewhere in 2020, but it's there in our blog page. You can just read it up, and it will give you a very deep insight on how a woman's body functions with respect to a menstrual cycle. So if you understand that, you'll be able to know, like we taught, that a woman's cycle is generally divided into two, but for specifics we can break it down into four. So we have the wet cycle, where she menstruates, then the dry phase that follows it, and the second wet phase that is preempting ovulation, and another dry phase that preempts the beginning of the next menstrual cycle. That is just the breakdown of the four phases in the woman. Now, for a woman who is trying to achieve pregnancy, your body gives you signs to tell you if you're ovulating that month or not. Being able to understand these signs and critically follow your body to achieve knowledge of when you are about to, or when you are going to ovulate, is all the difference that can be made. So try to understand your cycle, how it works, when your ovulation is likely to happen, is something that is key for every woman. Now, I know that in our time, a lot of women depend on their apps to let them know when they are likely to ovulate, so that they can do timed intercourse at that time. I have never been an advocate of the apps, I'm sorry. And this is because at every given point in time, changes occurs in the woman's body. And with those changes, the cycle can also change. So yes, you are used to a 28-day cycle, and then because of that, your cycle length, the app only calculates based on that information. But you and I know that from month to month, the cycle length can change. And we have explains that it could be as a result of other factors like stress, diet, emotions, and all of that. So the app is not a very, very reliable indicator of your ovulation. So if you have challenges with doing that, you can do the technological method of follicular tracking. So the menses starts, after which the menses end, you go to your diagnostic center, and then they do the tracking. They can tell you when they will start tracking you, and keep monitoring the development of the eggs, because at a certain level of maturity, the egg ruptures and is released into the fallopian tubes, and then if intercourse is timed around, then pregnancy can occur. So it is very important to understand your cycle and know how to track it. Whether you want to track it the natural method, whether you want to track it using technology, tracking your cycle is very vital, so that you know when you are supposed to meet. Now, this is not removing the fact that every couple is supposed to meet regularly, but if for any reason there are omissions at other times. During the ovulation window, there shouldn't be omissions. You should do your best to meet at least every other day to give you a very good opportunity to achieve conception. The ovulation window doesn't really mean that ovulation is taking place every day in that window. No. We have also established that ovulation happens on only one day in the cycle. You can learn more about this again by visiting our blog page where we talked about ovulation. You get the full topic there and understand it. But ovulation happens on only one day in that cycle. And if you can track the window, and we call it a window because when sperm cells are released into the woman's body, they can stay for as long as 4 days, 5 days, 3 days. So the sperm cells has a window of 3 to 5 days to survive. Unfortunately, the egg has about 12 to 24 hours to survive. That is why tracking is so important, because if you miss the lifespan of the egg and sperm is not available at that time, pregnancy for that month is gone, cannot be achieved. That is why it's essential that every woman understands their body to know when they can track, know how to track, to know when they are ovulating rather. Or if you think it's very difficult and you have been trying without success, you can fall back to the method of technology and actually visualize the maturation of the follicles, which eventually leads to ovulation and then pregnancy can occur. We hope this video has been useful. If you want to view more of our videos, you can follow us on YouTube at love_foundation. Subscribe so that every time we drop a video you will get notification. You can follow us also on Instagram at love_foundation_ or follow us on Facebook at Love Foundation or Waiting to Conceive. All these platforms to give you information on everything that we're doing. Very interesting. You can also join our WhatsApp platform where we have the online seminars. The link is in this write-up. Keep learning, keep teaching others. See you next week with another interesting topic. Thanks for staying with us. Bye-bye.